Ah, Thailand, the land of smiles. It's a phrase you'll see everywhere, from airport billboards to souvenir t-shirts, and it's not just a slogan, it's a promise. A promise that, no matter what, you'll be greeted with warmth and a beaming face. It's a fantastic marketing slogan, conjuring images of serene monks, friendly locals, and a sense of calm that seems to float through the air. A blissful escape for anyone desperate to unplug from the chaos of daily life. You've seen the Instagram shots, turquoise water, longtail boats, and that friend who found themselves in Chiang Mai, posting daily about their spiritual awakening and mango sticky rice breakfasts. It's sold as paradise, where your biggest worry is coconut or mango smoothie, and the only deadlines are sunset and happy hour. The brochures make it look effortless, like happiness is just part of the climate. But let's talk about that smile. Sometimes it's less about genuine happiness and more about a well-trained customer service reflex, a mask that's always ready for the next guest. It's the same smile a flight attendant gives after your third tiny wine, polite, practiced, and a little bit hollow, hiding exhaustion behind perfect teeth. The land of smiles is a masterclass in branding, designed to be as appealing and non-threatening as possible. It's a carefully curated image, polished for maximum charm. But behind that grin is a history of political turmoil, social inequality, and environmental strain, realities that are conveniently cropped out of the travel brochures and Instagram feeds. The shiny exterior draws you in, but the real story is in the basement, where things get complicated. There's a world beneath the surface that most tourists never see. So before you pack your elephant pants and perfect your why greeting, let's peek behind the curtain and see what's really going on. Let's explore the Thailand that doesn't make it into the glossy magazines. The one where the smiles sometimes falter, the stories are more complex, and the history is a lot more dramatic than a lazy river cruise. Think of this as an upgrade from the kids' menu to the adult table, where the conversation is real, complicated, and far more fascinating. This is the Thailand worth knowing. Let's start with the beaches. Thailand's coastline is legendary, drawing millions of travelers every year with the promise of sun, sea, and sand. They look like a screensaver brought to life: white sand, crystal water, and you, coconut in hand, searching for your next profile pic. It's the kind of place you dream about when you're stuck in traffic or scrolling through winter photos back home. This is the dream. Maya Bay before the crowds. Pure paradise. The kind of spot that makes you believe in travel brochures. But reality? For every secluded cove, there's a party beach that looks like a music festival lost a fight with a landfill. The contrast is jarring, and it's impossible to ignore. Patong in Phuket, waves replaced by thumping bass, ocean breeze overpowered by cheap beer and regret. The nightlife is wild, but the hangover is real, both for you and the environment. You might seek tranquility and find yourself dodging jet ski scams and aggressive tailors. The hustle never really stops, even when you're just trying to relax. And yes, scams are everywhere. It's almost a rite of passage for first-timers. The infamous jet ski scam, the palace is closed trick, paradise comes with a price. Sometimes that price is just your patience, but often it's your wallet too. But the real cost is environmental. The impact of mass tourism is everywhere you look. Coral reefs are bleaching, beaches are drowning in plastic, and the sheer volume of tourists is eroding the very paradise they came to see. The damage isn't just surface level, it's deep and lasting. The ultimate irony: we're loving these places to death, one plastic bottle and sunscreen-slathered swim at a time. Our footprints linger long after we've left. The postcard never shows the garbage slicks or the dying reefs. The reality is hidden just out of frame, but it's always there. Paradise is fragile, and it's cracking under the weight of its own popularity. The more we visit, the more it changes, sometimes for the worse. So next time you post that beach selfie, remember what's just out of frame. The story is bigger than the perfect shot. The real story is messier and more urgent than the brochure lets on. If we want to keep these places beautiful, it's time to look beyond the postcard and see what's really at stake. Now let's talk about the monarchy. Thailand's ultimate taboo. The royal family is revered, their portraits everywhere, and lèse-majesté laws mean criticism can land you in prison. The official story-wise kings who kept Thailand uncolonized. The reality, a delicate game of diplomacy, ceding territory to survive. The late King Bhumibol was beloved, but the current king, Vajiralongkorn, is more controversial, living in Germany, multiple marriages, and yes, a poodle with a military rank. This doesn't fit the serene image Thailand projects. The result? A tense dynamic. An institution demanding respect, and a younger generation daring to question its role. Recent pro-democracy protests show a side of Thailand you'll never see on a guided tour. The real history is raw, complex, and hidden behind the smiles. Think American politics is wild? Thailand's is a never-ending game of musical chairs, with tanks. Since 1932, there have been over a dozen coups. The military regularly ousts elected governments for the good of the nation. The result cycles of messy democracy, then stern military order. The monarchy, military, and elite clash with populist leaders, fueling protests and more coups. For tourists, it's background noise. The beaches stay open, the beer keeps flowing. But for Thais, it means fragile democracy, deep divisions, and real consequences. The peace, you see, is often imposed, not organic. It's the quiet of a library enforced by a heavily armed librarian. You've booked your resort, your tours, your cooking class, you feel good. Supporting the local economy, right? Well, yes and no. Much of your money flows into a highly organized, often exploitative tourism machine. That beachfront resort, likely owned by a foreign corporation or Bangkok conglomerate, the tour company, part of a network keeping you in a curated, sanitized bubble. Small local businesses struggle to compete. The authenticity tourists crave is squeezed out by commercial forces. Your desire for real experiences multiplied by millions ironically creates a less authentic environment. Tourism is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise that can build or displace communities, create jobs, or trap people in low-wage work. Your vacation isn't just a transaction, it's a contribution to a complex, unequal system. Knowing this doesn't make you a bad traveler, just a more informed one. Spend thoughtfully and you can help tip the balance. Let's talk elephants. These majestic creatures have become the face of wildlife tourism across Asia, drawing millions of travelers every year who dream of getting up close and personal with them. You've seen the photos, tourists riding or bathing with elephants convinced it's ethical because it's called a sanctuary. The promise of a unique hands-on experience is tempting, and the word sanctuary makes it sound safe for the animals. The truth? Many of these places rely on brutal training methods like Faijan, a process that breaks the animal's spirit through days of isolation, pain, and fear. It's a hidden reality that most tourists never see. That gentle giant you're riding? Its compliance is born from trauma, not trust. Years of mistreatment often leave deep emotional and physical scars. Sanctuary is often just a marketing term. Many so-called sanctuaries are little more than tourist attractions in disguise, prioritizing profit over animal welfare. Even bathing with elephants can be stressful and unnatural for them. What seems like fun for us can actually disrupt their routines and cause anxiety. Real sanctuaries limit human contact and focus on the animal's well-being, not tourist entertainment. Here, elephants are allowed to form natural bonds and live as they would in the wild. So what can you do? Research. Take the time to look beyond glossy brochures and social media posts. Ethical sanctuaries don't offer rides or performances and are transparent about their practices. They put the animal's needs first, not the tourist's desires. Your best elephant photo might be from 50 feet away, but you'll be supporting real conservation, not cruelty. True respect means keeping your distance. The best way to love elephants is to let them be elephants. Let them roam, play, and live free from human interference. Don't let your bucket list contribute to their suffering. Choose observation over interaction and encourage others to do the same. That's the real once-in-a-lifetime experience, witnessing elephants as they truly are, wild and free. Let's zoom out. Thailand's rapid development, fueled by tourism, has come at a steep environmental cost. Air quality in cities like Bangkok and Chiang Mai can be among the world's worst, thanks to vehicle emissions and agricultural burning. The explosion of tourism has created a tsunami of plastic, bottles, bags, straws, much of it ending up in the ocean or overflowing landfills. Deforestation for resorts and palm oil, overfishing for restaurants, and waste mismanagement threaten the ecosystems that make Thailand special. The solution, tourism revenue, is also the problem. The country faces a tough challenge, balancing growth with preservation. As a visitor, you can help. Refuse plastic, use reusables, support sustainable businesses. Paradise is at a crossroads, and your choices matter. Don't just admire the view, help protect it. Behind every perfect vacation photo are people, Hotel staff, cooks, drivers, whose stories rarely make it into the travel brochures. Many tourism workers, especially from rural areas or neighboring countries, face long hours, low pay, and little security. The system hides their struggle to keep your experience seamless. In nightlife districts, economic desperation and exploitation are common, with many women supporting entire families through work in bars and clubs. Dismissing them as immoral ignores the economic pressures behind their choices. As a tourist, you're part of this system, whether you realize it or not. The least you can do? Tip generously, treat staff with respect, and support fair businesses. Recognize the humanity behind the service. Being a responsible traveler starts with seeing the people, not just the paradise. Your choices can make a difference. So, should you cancel your trip to Thailand? Absolutely not. The point isn't to scare you away, but to help you visit with eyes wide open. Knowing the complexities makes your experience richer. Be a better tourist. Question the postcard. Ask what's left out of the frame. Read about Thai history. Follow local journalists. Learn a few phrases beyond hello. Vote with your wallet. Choose local guest houses, street food, and ethical tours. Do your homework. Pick real sanctuaries, hire local guides, and support small businesses. Embrace the mess. Paradise is never perfect, and that's what makes it interesting. The real Thailand is vibrant, chaotic, and full of contradictions. Don't be afraid of the grit. Talk to people, listen to their stories, be curious, respectful, and aware. The best souvenir isn't elephant pants, it's a genuine understanding of the beautiful, complicated truth. Welcome to the adult table. Enjoy the real conversation.